Good evening. Today, I want to speak to those of you who are facing a moment in life that feels heavier than you expected. To those who wake up feeling the weight of job insecurity, the isolating pull of depression, or the creeping thought that time is slipping through your fingers, I see you. I know how hard it can be to carry those feelings, but I also know this. You are not alone, and this moment, however difficult, does not define the rest of your life. Let's start with the idea of feeling left behind. It's one of the most common feelings in adulthood, and yet it's rarely talked about honestly. You scroll through social media or listen to conversations among friends, and you see the highlights of their lives, the promotions, the engagements, the milestones. It's easy to look at yourself in comparison and feel like you're not measuring up. But let me remind you of something profound. Life is not a competition, and it's certainly not a straight path. Everyone is walking their own journey, and the paths may look different, but they're all valid. You're not behind. You're on your own timeline. Life doesn't come with a checklist that must be completed by a specific age. What matters is not how fast you get somewhere, but how you grow along the way. Those twists, those setbacks, they are not wasted time. They are where you learn resilience, where you find clarity, where you discover what truly matters to you. Now, let's talk about the challenges you're facing, starting with job insecurity. It's scary, isn't it? The uncertainty, the worry about the future, the self-doubt it can bring. But let me ask you this. What does this moment make possible? Maybe it's a chance to redefine your goals. Maybe it's an invitation to pursue a passion you've been putting off. Maybe it's the beginning of a reinvention you didn't even know you needed. You are not defined by your current circumstances. Use this time, as difficult as it is, to explore your strengths, learn something new, and open yourself to opportunities you might not have considered before. And depression, that heavy, quiet battle that so many people fight in silence. Depression tells you lies, that you're alone, that you're not good enough, that it's always going to feel this way. But hear me when I say this. Depression is not the truth. It's a storm passing through. And though it feels endless now, it will lift. The fact that you're still here, still trying, still searching for hope, that's courage. That's strength. It's okay to ask for help, whether from a friend, a family member, or a professional. You don't have to face this battle alone, and there's no shame in leaning on others. And then there's this fear of getting old. 30 can feel like a strange age. You're not quite young in the way society romanticizes, and yet you're far from old. But let's reframe this fear. 30 isn't the end. It's a beginning. Think about it. You have years ahead of you to grow, to change, to try again. History is full of people who found their greatest successes well into what we think of as middle age. Oprah was fired from her first television job at 23 and didn't launch her groundbreaking talk show until her 30s. J.K. Rowling was living on welfare at 31 before publishing Harry Potter. These stories aren't exceptions. They're reminders that life's possibilities don't expire at a certain age. What's important is this. Don't let the fear of the future or the mistakes of the past paralyze you. Focus on the present moment. What small step can you take today to move closer to the life you want? Maybe it's sending out one job application. Maybe it's reaching out to a friend for support. Maybe it's simply giving yourself permission to rest without guilt. Celebrate small victories. Every little step forward counts. And when you stumble, and you will because you're human, pick yourself up with kindness. Growth isn't a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs, progress and setbacks. What matters is that you keep going. Above all, remember this. You are not your struggles. You are not your worst days. You are not defined by what you don't have or what hasn't happened yet. You are defined by your perseverance, your kindness, and your capacity for growth. Life is not about reaching the destination as quickly as possible. It's about the journey. It's about finding joy in small moments, learning from challenges, and allowing yourself to dream, even when the world feels heavy. So take a deep breath. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are becoming. And what you're becoming is someone strong, resilient, and capable of amazing things. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. The best is yet to come. For oh,